and independent candidate Sapam Nisikant Haukolet Kipgen extends support to BJP. Hello, a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News in focus with me, CHENGLEINGANBI KHAIDEM. The news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren met Governor of Manipur at the Raj Bhavan and tendered his resignation from the post of Chief Minister today. He will now be serving as the caretaker Chief Minister. During the visit, Biren was accompanied by newly elected candidates of Yaskul AC, Thokjom Seitaberta, Letpau Haukip of Technopol AC and Vungzaging Valte of Thanlon AC.
Our Honorable Chief Minister as a formality has given his resignation today from the Chief Minister post, and I request Honorable Chief Minister to be the caretaker Chief Minister till the permanent arrangement is made.
As the results of assembly election in 5 states, namely Manipur, Goa, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and Punjab were declared yesterday, political activities have gained momentum for information of new governments in the 5 states. After BJP registered a thumping victory by securing 32 seats in the 12 Manipur general elections to Legislative Assembly, BJP is set to form government in the state. Congress managed to win only 5 seats, National People's Party secured 7 seats, Naga People's Front NPF 5 seats, Janata Dal United GDU 6 seats, Kuki People's Alliance KPA 2 seats and independent candidate 3 seats. Meanwhile, the BJP party held a marathon discussion at party office at Imphal this morning, and BJP Manipur Pradesh in charge Sambit Patra is likely to leave Imphal this evening for New Delhi to meet party national leaders. The tenure of 11 Manipur Legislative Assembly elections will expire on March 19 in Goa. INC bagged 11 seats, Aam Aadmi Party APP 2 seats, Goa Forward Party 1 seat, Maharashtrawadi Gomantakan 2 seats, Revolutionary Goan Party 1 seat and independent candidate 3 seats. The 3 independent candidates have reportedly extended support to BJP for formations of new government. In Uttarakhand, BJP is also set to form a majority government in the state by winning 47 seats in the 70-member assembly. The Indian National Congress bagged 19 seats, Bahujan Samajwadi Party 2 seats and independent candidates secured 2 seats. Meanwhile, Chief Minister of Pramod Sawant has claimed to form the new government after BJP got majority by winning 20 seats in the 40-member assembly election. In Uttar Pradesh, too, BJP registered a thumping victory by securing 255 seats out of the 40. Meanwhile, Akhilesh Yadav-led Samajwadi Party settled with 110 seats. Apna Dal, Rashtriya Lok Dal, Nirbal Indian Socialist Hamara Aam Dal, Suhel Dev Bharatiya Samaj Party and Janata Dal Loktantrik trail for behind, managing to win just 12, 11, 8, 7, 6 and 2 respectively. In Punjab, Aam Aadmi Party is geared up to form new government after getting a thumping majority. The Chief Minister candidate of AAP, Bhagwan Maan, today left for Delhi from Sangrur to meet the national convener of the party, Arvind Kejriwal. It may be mentioned that Aam Aadmi Party enjoyed a winning in Punjab by securing 92 out of 117 seats. The ruling Congress settled for just 18 seats. Shiromani Akali Dal secured 3 seats, BJP 2 seats, Bahujan Samaj Party and Independent secured 1 seat each. Sapam Nisikant, who contested the 12th Manipur Assembly election as an independent candidate of Kaisamthong SC, has extended his support to Bharatiya Janata Party BJP today. Independent candidate Haukolet Kipgen of Saitu Assembly constituency also extended his support to the party. Nisikant won in Kasamthong AC by defeating RPI Atwali candidate of the AC Maheshwar Thongnauzam in the recent general election, which result was announced yesterday, while independent candidate Haukolit Kipgen won against Ngamthang Haukip of BJP inside to AC. In a post-poll violent incident, workers of GDU allegedly came to the residence of Vice President of Imphal West BJP Minority Morcha, Mohammed Saddam, and not only made an attempt on his life but also allegedly assaulted his family members on charge of giving their votes to BJP candidate of Jiribam Assembly constituency, Namairakpan Buddhachandra. The incident happened around 8:30 this morning at the residence of Mohammed Saddam at Lalbani Part 2 in Jiribam district. The family members assaulted by GDU workers are Saddam's mother Angurun Nesa, 52 years old, father Muhammad Makram Ali, 58, wife Abeda Begum, 30, and his uncle Kamrul Islam, 38. They are reportedly currently undergoing treatment at Jiribam Hospital located at Uchathol. Speaking to media persons in this regard, Saddam said workers of BJP candidate Muhammad Asabuddin came in 3 vehicles around 8:30 and hurled firecrackers at his residence. On asking them not to indulge in such activities in residential area, the workers of GDU allegedly started assaulting the family members. He termed it unfortunate that although the police were informed they didn't reach the spot in time. Questioning what is the harm in giving their votes to a Meitei and to a candidate of their choice, Saddam mentioned that their life is now uncertain, and as such, he appealed to the authority concerned to look into the matter.
Aku babana thologa okhuida haire noi kare noi hanona batawro adu lambi da tawro ai khoi jumda mom laksin ganu adu haiba degi moi punna ai khoi jumda changre changaga ai khoi baba da fure ai khoi ma da fure ai nu pisu fure aduga sadam se hat kini hai ai bu hat kini hai na la aure ba adu hujugu je khoi hospital da ai khoi ma se aduga ai nu pisu ai baba se pure hospital lai adu police da pau piba da police se pungama hele ai khoi da lakte adu kari genu khangde ai khoi na maitai da boot piris ai khoi kari soige adu khak tai hange adu police da pau piba da pungama hele ai khoi da yaudriya ba Jiribam da Baupara town da police lakpa se matam se kya muk change adu hijik sai khoi pura life se kari hoigin haiba gamde.
With women candidates securing 5 seats in the elections to the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly, the state created history yesterday by witnessing the largest number of wins by women candidates. The successful women candidates are BJP candidate of Nauria Pakhanglakpa AC, Sorasam KB, and PP candidate of Oinam AC, Irengbam Nalini, BJP candidate of Chandel AC, SS Olis, BJP candidate of Kangpopi AC, Nemcha Kipgin, and KPA candidate of Cycle AC, Kimnao Haukip Hangsing, being the youngest candidate. KB won in Nauria Pakhanglakpa AC by defeating Soibam Subhash Chandra by 531 votes. Nalini defeated BJP candidate Il Radhakishore in Oinam AC by 273 votes. SS Olis defeated NPF candidate Langhu Polring Anil in Chandel AC 2734. Nemcha Kipgen defeated GDU candidate Soshim Gurung in Kangpopi AC by a massive vote of 5,396. And Kimnao Haukip of Cycle AC defeated independent candidates Ken Rai Khan by 1,289 votes. Naga People's Front also created history by securing 3 wins in Ukhrul and Kamjong district in the recently concluded general elections. The successful candidates are Laisio Kaishing in Phungyar AC, Ramuiva in Ukhrul AC, and Kasim Vasum in Chingai AC. In Phungyar AC, NPF candidate Laisio Kaising garnered 11,642 votes, while his nearest rival BJP candidate Hoping Song Simri got 10,863 votes. In Ukhrul AC, Ramuiva received 15,503 votes, defeating Congress candidate of the AC Alfred Arthur by 947 votes. In Chingai AC, NPP candidate Kasim Vasum got 12,837 and defeated his nearest rival NPP candidate Ningam Jim Roy by a massive of 2,336 votes. MLA of Hairok Assembly constituency Thokchom Radhesyam has promised to praise the new government to reduce the problem of drug and insurgencies in the state. He said this yesterday while receiving his certificate of win from the returning officer at Thoubal DC office. Addressing the media, Radhesham said the state is currently facing the problems of drug and insurgency. He assured to exert pressure on the new government as an MLA to find solutions to the problems. In addition, there will be equal priority for development of education, health, agriculture and tourism sectors, Radhesham said.
Drugs na hawbadagi effect tarokro hujik so tawri tungnas tarokidori akoi ki society ki fabric ai ta loi tat patare ki problem sina sima maru oi problem oi ani subada insurgency ki problems ma hawrak pati akoi innocent life kya akoi mioi bi punsi mangi bai sam ngai tana ani se akoi punna hona min rakana ani se akoi solve tono hona ba ahum subada akoi ki important of sector ani education amasung health sei sa akoi pesa ma pan chatwa koi angang sing sem ma sawa na la eng sang tarokon masi ki sima koi कार मतुंग ना कोई सरकार दा आई जो सरकार से मतुंग लाई साहित्य की मसराई कन्ना बिल तौजगनी मणिपुरी इकोनॉमी फगना बेदम
165 Infantry Battalion Assam C Company Thoubal under the supervision of Commanding Officer Colonel FP Dubals organized a painting competition for students from class 1 to 5 at Bright Foundation School at Thoubal, Khetri Lekai today. Around 175 students of schools in Thoubal area participated in the competition. The battalion provided students with free stationery items. Prizes were distributed to winners of the competition. Here we have a short commercial break. Please stay tuned for more update.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mug wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX Sublimation.
Welcome back again after the break. India reported 4,194 new COVID-19 cases with 255 deaths in the last 24 hours. That increased the death count to 5.15 lakh. The daily positivity rate was 0.52%. The country's active case load currently stood at 42,219, which constitute 0.1% of total cases. Meanwhile, the total recoveries have reached 4.24 crore with 6,208 recoveries recorded in the last 24 hours. Consequently, the recovery rate stood at 98.7%. On the other hand, with the administrations of more than 16.73 lakh vaccine doses in the last 24 hours, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has exceeded 179.72 crore across the country. A day after the BJP secured victory in Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa and Manipur, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has now shifted his focus to poll-bound Gujarat and held a mega roadshow in Ahmedabad today. Prime Minister Modi's visit to Gujarat will be the soft start to campaigns for the assembly elections slated for later this year, BJP sources told. The roadshow is planned from the Ahmedabad airport to the BJP state office in Gandhinagar. Modi, who is on a two-day visit to Gujarat on March 11th and March 12th, is set to address a rally of over 1 lakh elected representatives of Panchayat Vodis. During his two-day visit, the Prime Minister will also inaugurate the Khel Mahakumbh sporting event at a stadium in Ahmedabad and address the first convocation of Rashtriya Raksa University located at Lavhat in Gandhinagar district as its chief guest. The Aam Aadmi Party is also said to launch its plan for the upcoming Gujarat Assembly polls. After registering an impressive win in Punjab, the AAP will now start a drive in Gujarat. The AAP tweeted that after Delhi and Punjab, now Gujarat wants AAP and they will kick off Tiranga Yatra in Gujarat in April this year. The Yatra will be taken out in all tehsils and village panchayats in all districts of Gujarat. AAP Chief Arvind Kejriwal and his party's Chief Minister Face in Punjab, Bhagwat Mann, will visit Gujarat soon. The AAP wrested Punjab from the Congress after assembly elections in the state. Arvind Kejriwal's party won 92 of the total 117 seats in Punjab. The Congress was at a distant second with 18 seats, while the SAT alliance was at the 4. The BJP and its allies had won on 2. India expressed its gratitude on Ukraine, Russia and the Red Cross for helping evacuate its citizens from various Ukrainian cities in the midst of the ongoing war. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in a tweet specifically mentioned that the evacuation of Indian students from the northeastern city of Sumy was particularly challenging. He also thanked the neighboring countries of Ukraine, Romania, Hungary, Poland, Slovakia and Moldova for the exceptional support in bringing back the Indian nationals under the evacuation mission Operation Ganga. Operation Ganga, undertaken at the directions of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has delivered due to both leadership and commitment. India has brought back around 18,000 Indians under Operation Ganga, which was launched on February 26, 2 days after Russia launched its military offensive on Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin today backed plans to allow volunteers, including from abroad, to fight in Ukraine, where he has sent thousands of Russian troops in what he calls a special military operation. If they saw people who want on a voluntary basis, then they need to meet them halfway and help them move to combat zones. Putin told Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu during a televised Security Council meeting. According to Shoigu, more than 16,000 volunteers, mostly from the Middle East, have appealed to join the military action. Putin also ordered that Shoigu prepare a separate report on strengthening Russia's western borders in connections to the actions that NATO countries are taking in this direction. Now let's recap the headlines once again. And independent candidate Sapam Nisikant Haukulet Kipgen extends support to BJP. That's the end for today's News English Bulletin. Keep watching Mami TV News for more update.